keep it simple.
Today we'll be showing you how to make the witch from Into the Woods using things you probably have in your house right now. The things you need are nose putty, a cup of water, brushes and toothbrush, butter knife, eyeshadow, liquid foundation, and a glue stick.
Everyone say hello to Dana. She's going to be our model for today. She can't hear you, but it's still polite. Okay.
So we're going to start by taking a regular Elmer's glue stick glue. This happens to be disappearing purple. I guess we'll find out if that's true or not.
First, you want to take a little bit of glue from the glue stick using your butter knife or palette knife and lightly cover their eyebrows. This is to both give a good foundation for the putty that we'll later put on and to protect their eyebrows.
Next, we're going to be using our pre-made nose putty. Now for her, I mixed a little bit of foundation and a little bit of red eyeshadow in to match her skin.
You want to start by placing the putty on their forehead. It's good to sometimes put a little bit of water down first. And then use some water on your fingertip. You want to start smoothing out the edges and smooth out the putty itself. This part just takes some patience going around smoothing all the areas. If there are some areas that your finger seems a little bit too bulky for, then wet down a Q-tip and start smoothing out with the Q-tip. You then want to put some water on a brush and wet down the chin and place some putty on the chin. Again, you want to go in with water and smooth out your edges. The next part is to powder the putty as you go along, helps keep it in place. Be sure to warn your model before you blow in their face. That's always key. We're then taking putty to start building up underneath the eyes and give a really sunken in effect. You roll up the putty like this by taking some between your fingers and making little worms. You then just want to go in and smooth out the putty as best you can and sculpt as you go. Feel free to go in with a brush to help you sculpt and get the desired shape you want. When you feel like you've gotten your desired structure, you then want to go in with your palette knife or butter knife and start making your wrinkles. This just takes a little bit of time and a steady hand and some patience. Be sure to not push too hard. You don't want to be going all the way down to their skin. Just lightly graze the top of the putty. Once you have all your wrinkles where you want them, go back in with a little bit of water on your finger and go over them again. This is just so they won't look as harsh and deep. This is your chance to go back over anything that may have come up, go over your edges again, and make sure it's taking the overall look of what you want to achieve. Next, you want to take your eyeshadow. Take your brush, dip it in a little bit of water, and dip it in your eyeshadow. The more water you use, the less pigmented the color will be, which means it won't show up as dark on your model. You just want to start by going in the sunken in areas. Be careful when you're working on the putty, you don't want to mess up your sculpt. And with a thin brush, you want to go in between all the lines that you created earlier. You also want to go around the mouth and around the cheekbones to create a sunken in effect. If part of your sculpt happens to come up like this, it's an easy fix. Just take some water on the end of your finger and go right over it and it'll melt right back into place. Last, you want to take your toothbrush and dip it in some eyeshadow. Dilute the water as much as you can. You then want to spatter the eyeshadow paint all over the face. This gives the effect of age spots on the skin. And just keep going all around the face, all around the forehead and chin. Don't forget to add some wrinkles around the mouth. The very last thing is you want to powder really well. Not only will it keep your work in place, but it's also a great finishing touch to pull everything together. And that's your final look. All that's left is to add a wig and outfit, and you have the witch from Into the Woods. Thank you so much for watching. If there's something you would like to see us create, using things from around the house, please comment below and let us know. But, as the witch would say,
Be careful what you wish for!